foremost. Obviously, our kids needed this win very, very bad, and I thought they really worked hard. You know what? I seen after they played Valpo that they were coming and they had some things that were going well. It just wasn't coming down in scores. It did not get in here and guys attacking me about how this and that and everything else. You don't end up feeling good about it. But there's always some light, at the end of a tunnel. And in our last two games, we had some light. I thought our first half of our last game was our best game with this group of guys of the season. Of our last game, I thought that was our best half. I thought we defended well, we executed well on offense, and I just thought we lost it in the second half. Today, I thought we played very good basketball for the first 15 minutes of the half. Then we let it down the last 3 to 4 minutes, okay? And then the second half, I thought they came out focused and did a great job.
Good questions for the student.
Charlie, could you talk about facing your hometown team, Milwaukee? You seem to get up for these games.
I just look at it like any other game. That's really it. I just look at it as any other game. It's not no big deal me playing my home team, Just trying to get the win. That's it.
As you grow into the point guard spot, where do you see the floor better? What do you see more that you didn't see in the
Me and Coach Waters just had a talk a couple of days ago about me getting back to the way I was playing the first 10 games of the season, and just slowing down and let things come to me. So I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm finishing up this season strong so I can go into my junior year ready to play right and lead this team.
Junior, how did it feel to get the flow out there today? It looked like you were pretty comfortable out there. Is the foot coming along? Give us an update on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. My foot's getting a lot better, and I feel like today. Well, these past few weeks, I feel like I've practiced well, and today was a great showing for me. I came out with a lot of energy, and it was a good win, team win.
Talk about your baseline drive for the dunk. Is that the junior of old?
Yeah.
Foot injury, is that the way you play normally, or was that out of character?
No, I think that's how I used to play. Whenever I see an opening, just go to the basket and try to make a play for the team, and just make a solid play, a play with substance.
Substance.
It seemed like you were there to take the three-pointer, but you were confident enough to go among the trees and go inside.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to be a little more aggressive, not just out there and shoot threes, trying to get to the basket, draw some fouls.
Did you sense in the second half that the game was rolling your way? I mean, I was just looking through the record this year. You guys have been on the receiving end of some pretty emphatic defeats. Today you delivered it.
Yeah, it was.
Were you sensing in the second half that you were getting into a
Yeah, I could kind of feel like the energy shift. Or
That's
like
what I
It was
talking about, Dave,
payback.
When I said when I came in here, and I'm feeling good about my team. And before someone hits with a statement, that's what I'm talking about. Same statement as just made. Let's go. Continue on, guys.
well, yeah, I could kind of feel the energy shift and the momentum shift. I feel like we just started really getting into a flow and really just started playing.
We've been up like 10 to 15 points before in the second, going into the second half, and we end up losing. So we just didn't want that to happen this game. So we kept our foot down, and we just wanted to beat them how everybody been beating us these last couple of games. So.
Charlie, after Junior's dunk, you throw a oop to Marlon, and then that game's wide open after that. What did those two plays do for the team?
The momentum just got more intense. We got more intense on defense. And that's the type of team we is. We're a transition team, and a lot of teams don't know that we just as athletic as everybody else in our conference, so we can make them type of plays.
Coach has been saying all year that you guys are a work in progress, that young team coming together, learning what it can do. 2 conference games left and a bracket buster. Do you feel like, and any or all of you can jump on this, that you guys can make some noise at the end of this year?
Yeah.
Junior, we'll start with you.
Definitely. Since the beginning of the year, our motto was to finish strong, and Coach Waters has been putting a lot of emphasis in it. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to go out every night and just give our all.
Anything else for the three? All Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Could you talk about starting Junior in the second half over Douglas?
Well, Douglas broke 2 braces, and I'm kind of disappointed that, and they never got them fixed.
Oh, the knee?
Yeah, for the knee, and and they had some makeshift brace, and he couldn't go on. And he said, "Coach, I'm trying to go. I can't move left or right." And I said, "Well, what happened to the brace?" He says, "Well, they were supposed to get it here, but they didn't get it," and all kinds. And I was really disappointed about that. So I just told him, you know, if we have to use you, we'll use you, but we're going to try to avoid using you the second half.
Going back to that question I had about being on the receiving end of some of those big defeats and then administering it tonight. Also, if you look at the point total, you know, you have to be pretty pleased with that and the way he pulled away in the second half. What's the difference tonight?
Well, I think we played some defense the second half. And I thought it was a group out there that really did what we told them to do defensively. And they also hit some shots. If we hit some shots, we can be with anybody. We got to hit shots, and that hasn't happened too often. But I felt our defensive movement was better today. We didn't have as many breakdowns. See, we got a couple guys out there that are gonna have some breakdowns. You hear me out there hollering every tape. A couple of them gonna have. But what I don't want is multiple of those breakdowns, because we can't make it up on the offensive end. And and when we get 3 and 4 guys breaking down, it's hard to beat teams.
Whatever we say about offense, whether it's here or in the weekly meetings, you look at Brin's numbers now. I mean, is there any doubt in your mind that he should be the front runner for Freshman of the Year?
Oh, I think he should be Freshman of the Year. He scored well enough to be that, and he's been consistent. That's been the positive thing about it.
We've talked a lot about possessions, and I got you for scoring 8 times in a row in the first half and 13 out of 15, and you were able to come back and do the same thing second half. 8 in a row, 15 out of 19. It was just putting the ball in the hole.
Putting the ball in the hole, and we spent a lot of time these last 3-4 days on the offensive side of the ball, because I wanted us to execute, especially against the zone, because we've struggled against the zone. And I give you an example. When we came in on Saturday? No, we played Friday, right? So we came in on Saturday. We spent an hour just on zone, breaking it down. And I had to even break it down so they understand what each movement is. I mean, it wasn't just, see, a lot of people just run offense, run zone offense, and you run around through the zone offense. The key is, when you catch the ball, what decisions you're going to make when you receive it, and where are you looking for to find these decisions at against the zone. And so what we did was we really taught them for an hour. We taught them for an hour. And we added some more movement, which allowed them offensively to go against the zone. Our offense is man-to-man. I don't know if you realize this against teams. Teams will play us man-to-man, and we're right there to start the game. And they say, "Oh, they ain't no use of dealing with this." So they play zone. Some say we ain't even started from the beginning. We're going to play zone. And when you only got one shooter, they know. They got one guy in the lane saying, forgetting Sebastian and everybody else, and they just stacked up in there. So you got to hit some shots. And we haven't been doing that on a consistent basis. And now today, when we've been working on offense to get it inside, okay, and the inside has opened up for us. I don't know if you've seen that. Even Ludovic has been able to get some shots in there. And he really don't want to be in there. And he's able to get some shots in there. So when I tell you this, it's really opening us up a little bit, and again, we hit some shots today. When you hit shots, things look better.
A better, at least on paper, you look at the numbers, a better test to end the regular season Wednesday. I mean, are you looking forward?
Oh, that's not going to be a good game. I mean, they're a good team because they play as hard as any team in the league. Okay, they play hard. And they can shoot the basketball. So you got 2 things, a team that play hard and can shoot the basketball. We're going to have to defend our tails off in order to be even in this game. Because they don't care if they're on the road or at home. They're just going to play the same as hard as they play. And if they're open, they're going to knock down the shots.
What we saw from Junior today, is that the type of player you saw when you recruited?
Better than that. When I tell you this, and I'll be honest, I've been riding that boy pretty hard for the last 2-3 weeks. and I've been riding him because I know there's so much in him. And when I tell you this is much better than that. I mean, see, he can't still push off that foot on that first step. And that was his main thing he could do. He could think he one way and to go off that first step, and boom, he's at the basket scoring, dunking, doing that. But see, this is the first time the boy ever got 2 feet off the ground today.
Is that left or right foot, Coach?
Ooh,
I know.
I can't
We asked
remember.
this before we popped this.
I think it's both feet. Just kidding. Just kidding you.
Is he the X factor going forward if you guys are to get hot?
Well, he can be a major key for us. He can, because, you know, what was the game that we played on the road and he scored?
Chicago.
USC.
Was that the game he came in and had double digits?
Yeah, USC.
Yeah, he attacked them that game too. And when he did that, we were a different team. You know, all of a sudden they didn't know what to expect. They looked up and seen another guy out there. And he normally takes the place of Sebastian. So when they seen that, they realized they can't stand in the hole anymore and just and guard everybody else. And that really helps. That really helps. The one also that I thought was a major key today was Marlon. Marlon played long minutes, and we cut Tim's minutes, and that really I thought it made us more athletic. I thought we could get up and down the floor a lot better, and I thought it really helped us in that regard.
Tim, does he understand that it's probably time to maybe
What are you saying?
not?
You're throwing him out the back door? What's going on?
He's not really fitting in with what you guys are doing at this time.
Well, he is, and he will. This is a game situation. We still need Tim to hit shots and defend and do his leadership role out there.
Well,
so don't put him any further
Well,
out.
is he happy with 20 minutes instead of 35?
Tim didn't complain. He knew he got shot out about 3 or 4 times out there. So when you break down, I mean, I'm the type of coach like this. If you're not doing it on that end, you usually come and sit and we talk a little bit. But when you don't have many to go and tell to come out, because you got to play this guy long hours because nobody else is doing nothing, so you sit and watch this stuff go on and on and on. You know, I'm hoping for the future of this program, we're going to have double at each position, so if you ain't doing it here. And some guys right now are getting away with it, with 37 minutes of play getting away with it.
Maybe it's the bright yellow uniform.